This conference will now be recorded.
All right. I know we just have a few more minutes while everyone gets connected. Hopefully everything will work pretty well. Hi, Mindy. I see you over there. I'm using a new setup today, so weirdly enough, if I turn my camera on, you see the dark office at Leisure Services and not me. So I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit on my end. But all right, we are getting pretty much everyone in here. Hi, Linda, we see you too. Sorry, I've got everyone muted right now to prevent a little bit of feedback, but I'll unmute you guys all in a little bit towards the end and we can chit chat and whatnot. All righty. So I've got 12:59 on my screen. So in just a minute, I will move forward to getting started. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I'm just gonna chat into the box saying if they can't hear me, to use the phone line. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and get started. So welcome to our Wednesday 1 o'clock call. We will continue to do this basically every Wednesday until we get an idea of when we will no longer be social distancing together. This is my hope to just kind of get connected to everyone, make sure that I can get the information out to all of you as I become aware of information and just to continue to communicate with you all. Again, I want to point out COVID-19 resources. So the City of Dubuque's website, which is www.cityofdubuque.org/COVID-19. That is COVID-19. That is a great way to get resources about what's going on in Dubuque, what we are doing here locally to address the COVID-19 crisis that we are going through. So please feel free to continually to check that website. It is updated on a daily basis with as much information that is possible to have. The Iowa Department of Public Health, again, good information from them. They are telling us what's going on pretty much every day. They're putting out new posts. I believe that currently, we had it earlier, but about 59 more confirmed positive cases in Iowa, with, I believe, one more in Dubuque County. And then we have increased to 9 deaths in Iowa from what I am aware of. They are putting out this information on a daily basis. So you can look to them for statewide. Sorry, I think I dropped my screen by accident. You should be able to see it again now. So Iowa Department of Public Health, check that out, as well as Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So you can also look to them as well. I will also pass out this information to everyone. The PowerPoints I'll send out in a PDF, so you'll have access to these links as well. Again, for help, resources, and referrals, please call 211, or you can visit 211.org. They will be able to connect you to needs such as food-related needs, rent resources, things like that. So please do look that are contact 211 if you need support in those ways. We are working also on just information for you to communicate, just how to be able to access different support systems as well in Dubuque. So I will send that out in the update email with this as well. All right, moving forward to the next slide. So you should have received an email from the Iowa Department or the Iowa Commission on Volunteer Service. It was sent from me, but the email was addressed to the Iowa Commission on from the Iowa Commission of Volunteer Service to all of you. Please make sure to review that email. They did give some good information. So I just want to make sure everyone is aware of that email and to please read it. Opportunities for teleservice. So in-home service. So we can still do daily story time or literacy Facebook Live events. Even though the school district has not yet said that we will be postponing further past April 13th, with this announcement that we should continue social distancing efforts through April 30th. And the reality is that I think social distancing will take a lot longer. That opens up opportunity for us to try to do some virtual opportunities to engage the community, brighten a couple days. So we'll have you broadcast from the AmeriCorps Facebook page and conduct a storytime activity or a literacy activity over Facebook. I would like to do it as much as possible, a couple times a day if we can. So if you are interested, actually just email me instead of using that sign up sheet. For whatever reason, the Google Doc is not working like Google Doc should. So just contact me in regards to an interest in doing some sort of activity through Facebook Live. Additionally, you should all be speaking to your site supervisor about any sort of prep materials or planning that you can be doing from home. So AmeriCorps members who are with the school district, please speak to your supervisor about what you can do from home that can help set up materials or set up future AmeriCorps members at that school for next year. There's always tons of things that we can do. So I just recommend you contacting your supervisor and seeing what we can. If you need materials copied or you need duplicates or things like that, please communicate that with me. I can I can get those ordered and sent to you to your home. So I'm happy to help in any way possible. And as far as the Multicultural Family Center and Hillcrest Family Services, I know that you are all communicating with your site supervisor regularly at what you can be doing from home. So just continue to do that as well. Opportunities for service. So again, last week, our Governor Kim Reynolds issued a request for all AmeriCorps members who are able to help with hunger-related service opportunities in our communities. So one thing I do want to point out is that if you are a vulnerable population, the policies that I sent to you in an email and went over last week, if you are vulnerable, this does not count for you. You are exempt from this request. If you are at a higher risk or someone in your family is at a higher risk, we do not want you to go out and serve. We would prefer you to do in-home service during this time. But for those of you who can and would like to do service outside of your home and you are not at risk or someone in your family is not at risk, that please please contact me, to get involved with a food bank or any nonprofit meal giveaways. I know Liz Tully has gotten to participate with Project Rooted, and I sent a couple other people their way, and she spoke very highly of it. So it's a great opportunity to prep food and make sure that kids are getting fed in our community. One other thing that we can be doing for service outside of our homes, for those of you who are able to, and this is typically not allowed, but because of the crisis that we are kind of going through right now, Volunteer Iowa has said that anyone who can donate blood is able to, they're allowed to count that as 2 service hours. So if you have the ability to donate blood and you are not a vulnerable population, that is a great opportunity that is very needed right now. If you are planning to go and donate blood, or if you're going to participate in any hunger-related service opportunities, again, please communicate that to me so I'm aware of what's going on. And then again, please make sure all members should refer to the COVID-19 policies that I sent out in an email. I'll make sure to get those posted on Buddy Do. I realize I may not have done that. But again, please refer to those COVID-19 policies, the ones that states for anyone who can do out of home service, that you should be taking every precaution available to you, washing your hands, and all CDC guidelines to keep yourself safe during this time. One announcement I do want to make, I don't exactly know a whole lot about this yet, but I want to put the bug into your ear to make sure to keep bugging me about it. But in the CARE Act that was just passed by Congress, the funding was allotted to the Corporation for National and Community Service, and there was verbiage in it regarding to AmeriCorps Education Awards. We are awaiting details on this from the federal side of things and what sort of policies that they will put in place for this. But we just want to make sure that you are aware that at least AmeriCorps was included in the CARE Act, which is really great to see that funding that we were considered and placed in there to help our communities. I know there will be new AmeriCorps grants that could possibly spring up in different parts of the community or different parts of Iowa because of COVID-19 and some of this additional funding, which is a very exciting thing. So we'll see, I guess, how this money gets utilized across, Dubuque, across Iowa, and across the country to kind of combat this concern. Next steps that we are going to go on moving forward. We will be having one-to-one go-to meetings. Again, that will be every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So I'll make sure to get those sent out for the next ones after next week. I will also be setting up phone conversations with everyone. I know I'm doing that this week, so I'm probably going to look at 2 weeks from now. The information that we're getting in regards to COVID-19 is changing every single day. So while I hope to communicate to you in these weekly meetings, I also want to make sure that I give you all time. One, I want to check in, see how everything's going. I know this is a stressful time for all of us, but just making sure that I care and I am here for you in any capacity that I can be. But also to, make sure that I'm giving you the best information and best guidance in relation to your AmeriCorps contract that I can. So I'll be sending out probably next week to get scheduled for the following week for more one-on-one conversations. So I just want to keep up the communication. Again, if you need anything, you do not have to wait for a one-on-one call, and you do not have to wait for these weekly meetings to contact me. You can send me an email, you can call me, you can text me. I am available to you for whenever you need me. One thing that I do want to make sure that I communicate to all of you is I know that I talked about this at the beginning of the program year, but this is the member assistance plan that we have in place for all AmeriCorps members. Again, it is completely, it's completely, there's a word, I'm losing it. But it is private, so I do not know when you use it or if you use it. They do have an app called My Life Expert through All-in-One Health. So it's a nice website and app that you can use to kind of help keep you, you know, help you during this time. So kind of work life experts, mental health experts, things like that. You can download the app. You can use it through this QR code, or you can go to mylifeexpert.com. That got super jumbled, but there are articles, videos, and worksheets related to family and education, health, wellness, career, and military, and pretty much everyday life. And it is in multiple languages for you to utilize. There's health and lifestyle assessments, so they can help with health, financial, and addiction issues. Checklists, it's a very interactive tool. There's event calendars available to you. And then you do have a self-service area that gives you access to other information, helpful resources. As you can see in this area above here, there is the ability to connect to that My Life Expert, your member assistance plan, by phone or by chat. Again, this is 100% free to you. You do not have to worry about it. It is completely confidential. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It is completely confidential to you. So use it as you need to. And, you know, whether it's phone, live chat, video, or a chat box, I want to make sure that you all have resources outside of reaching out to me during this time. You know, but I am always available to you as well. But I know sometimes you want to talk to someone else. So this is somebody who this is a resource that you can use during this time. So again, you know, you can go to mylifeexpert.com, mylifeexpert.com, or you can scan this QR code from your tablet or phone. Again, I'll send this out in an email so you'll have access to it. And then when you do go to log in or create an account, you will want to type in AmeriCorps, so AMERICORPS, into the company access code, and then you'll get an activation email and you'll be able to get into the system. So yes, if you do need any resource for this, they do have a support team as well if you're having trouble getting access to the My Life Expert app. So again, that's All-in-One Health. So right now I'm gonna unmute everyone. So please, on your end, have yourself muted. But I will open up to questions that anyone has. So you are all unmuted on your end. And then you can ask any questions via the chat, or you can speak up if you have any questions as well. Please do mute yourself on your end if you don't have any questions. All right. Not seeing anything yet. So I'll wait maybe another minute or two in case anyone does have any questions. Other than that, again, you can always communicate to me any questions that you may have in the meantime via phone or email. I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for today then. I don't have any other information aside from please do make sure to submit your timesheets when they are due, even if you haven't done very much service. These weekly calls are service, so please make sure to count that in there. And aside from that, I will make sure to keep you all up to date as information continues to change. So with that, I'll let you all go. Please be safe and take care of yourselves out there and let me know if you need anything.
Thanks, Heather.
All right. Thank you. Have a great week.
You also have.
Thanks, Heather.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.